sort of said in the past that the injuries are one of the main causes for the run you've been on. Have you been able to pinpoint why there's been so many this season?
No. Yeah, basically because we didn't have training during many times, during many months. So there are some details that I have that the lack of training for many players is a lot of demanding is so high, and the body cannot sustain the amount of energy or the amount of action that you have to do when you are not well prepared. Basically, is that you have unfortunately the injury from Oscar or Rodri that is completely different. That the muscles normally is when you demand some effort to your body, and the body is not prepared, and prepared for just one reason: we could not have training. We were 5 players in the tour. And after the guys that came back, so the back four, for example, or all defenders together this season, we didn't have once. We could not train once. So when players, for example, in that period, players and all together, they have 100 less training sessions than the year and the travel for combined all year in that period in November, 24th of November. So that is, I think, the reason why. So the people say, no, why injured? It's the schedule, basically, and after, of course, many years together and lack of preparation, basically, is that.
And is there a sense of, for example, with John at Aston Villa, would you prefer to give him a bit more rest before bringing him back?
I can't. Of course I would like. So normally the guys with the table massage, no train during 3-4 days, they have 2-3 training sessions that more or less is recovery for the games, and they have to play. One game it's fine. No, I had to play another one in 3 days, and 3 days another one. And at the end they feel they cannot sustain it for a much longer. This is the. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physio, but I think when you demand your body some amount of effort and your body is not prepared, you get injured.
Hi Pep. Every year you've been here, you've always said that the first target is qualifying for the Champions League, and your chairman and owners are always happy and smiling when you qualify for the Champions League. How big a concern is it that the top 4 is looking, obviously not impossible, but it's looking a challenge now, a lot more so than in recent years? And what are the sort of financial risks of not qualifying for the Champions League?
Yeah, financial is an issue, of course it is, but it's not just that. When I said before, the people laugh. Yeah, it's presumptuous, It's winning the Premier League and said the Champions League is a big success. I know what it is, because it happened in the clubs in this country for many years. Like they were dominant in this club, and after have been many years not qualifying for the Champions League. I think the only team have been 11 or 12 years being in Champions League this season have been Man City. Now we are at risk, of course we are. Definitely we are. So you have to get points and win games, otherwise we will not qualify for the Champions League. If you not qualify, it's because we don't deserve it. We were not prepared because we have a lot of problems and we didn't solve that problems and didn't find a way, to winning games. But of course, there are a lot of contenders to be there. For every club is so important. And right now we are out, and if not winning game, we will be out.
And can I just ask, you've always, obviously as a manager, you're always facing problems, even when things from the outside look as though they're going really easily. You face challenges and problems every day, and you've obviously always found solutions to these problems very quickly. You must have done to have so much success. I just wonder, do you ever reach a point where you wonder or fear that you can't find a solution to these problems?
No.
Is there a point where you put your hands
I'm
up?
so positive in that. Of course there are doubts. Absolutely, I do the decision is not good, or why to do this or how to do that. But I'm so positive. It's part of, so we make the ordinary the extraordinary in the past. When the people in the beginning of the season started, said, but no, City is going to win in November, going to win the Premier League. That will hit the people and think the ordinary to win when it's something extraordinary. Now it's happened, a little bit the opposite, because it's extraordinary to lose a lot of games in that happened, that some of them could not happen, or we played more than well to not happen, but it happened is because there are a reason, and because I'm honest, when I have the feeling that I cannot do it, I know it's more difficult because I don't have the players, so that is simple, and some of them, okay, we cannot do it.
Hi Pep. Obviously you're unbelievably successful, one of the all-time greatest managers, and I know you don't want to be in this situation, don't get me wrong, but in the long run, is maybe a positive of it, it'll even improve you as a manager having to deal with this?
Yeah, of course. Of course, even when we won, I don't take we won. We didn't take. I didn't take for granted that even the people say is that so. But I didn't take for granted. So, but of course, every situation in life you make me experience and know exactly that what could have done better, what you have to do better, what you have to do better in the future.
And I get why you stick up for your players in public. You always support your players. You never. I completely understand that. But just because some of the teams you have put out recently have been quite strong, are you surprised that they, being elite players who know how to win Premier Leagues, Champions League, FA Cups, have not been able to sort this out a bit themselves? You can only do so much, right?
Will be easy for me to say that the reason why are the players.
But they're the ones playing, right? They're the team.
Yeah, I know, but it will be easy for me that. And it will be completely unfair because they tried. And they are not able, but it's happened because there's many situations that they want it and they are suffering and they want to do it to get back. It will be easy for me that, it will be easy to clean my face. And now it's easy for me to do that because they tried. We are not able to do it all together, what I said to Simon. So it's easy to say, no, the reason why is this one, is this one. There are many, many reasons. So even I could say for myself, the reason why is Pep. We have won what we have done in a G, 6 to 7, and it happened. Why should it be different now? There are a lot of things for the beginning of the season that didn't went well, and most of the part is for our fault, and you have to fix it. This is the point.
And you've always talked about what a good relationship you've had with the chairman, Khaldoon Barak. Have you talked, or has he spoken to you specifically about this, just to make sure that you're sort of not feeling too isolated because it's quite a lonely job, or would he just leave you to it, or
No, every week we talk. An incredible field support. I behave again like it happened maybe in the first season, but it was completely different. And we are both know it. So when there's a moment that something wrong happened, we're going to take a decision and happen. But I felt incredible support by him, for of course Chiqui Ferran, but especially Khaldoon. And in that terms, and always said, okay, the situation is what it is, and what you have to do to get better, to improve the team, and come on, let's for the next one. Always have been positive.
Hi, Pep. Just going back to something you said before about the schedule in tomorrow. You said the players are staying over staying here before the match. How many times have you done that before, where they've stayed at the training ground?
In this season, and here, I don't know, but we play at 12:30. I don't know. Sometimes we play at 1st of January, and also we maybe at home. So it's our job. So we have to be here. We want to be here. We play at 3 or at 4:30. We'll be at home and come back as usual. But playing 2:30, always I've done in these 7 years. When we play 12:30 at home, always we stay over. But some traffic arrive or something happen in the morning can be a problem, and they will stay. So listen, it's not a big problem, Stay one day sleeping here, because we have a game and the day after. So it's not a big problem, honest.
And I think a few of the players had a little Christmas get together the other day. It's quite an English thing to think that if a team is having a bad run, nobody should have any fun and it's not allowed. But is it a good thing from your perspective that they are still doing that sort of thing?
Listen, I want to be honest. If we are winning 10 games in a row, that would be perfect to celebrate with the families, you know that? I don't like if they go out and after they don't behave and hangover, the next day it's not happen. They were with the families, with friends, they are together to celebrate the Christmas time in the day off. They have 2-3 days before. Will not be an issue if we win, when we lose. Why not? They have families, right? They have kids. Why should be at home and nothing? They celebrate, they are healthy people, they are with their loved ones. I don't see absolutely any problem with that.
Yeah, that was sort of my point, in that, is it important from your perspective to see them still doing the normal things? Because it could be, if you in a bad run of form, it's...
Well, yeah, the normal things for the fact that they are at home with the families in the Christmas times, of course, but we have to do more. We cannot do the same because the results is not going well. You have to do more. You have to do better. You have to do something that have done well during these years, and now it doesn't work, you have to do something else. Otherwise,
Do you know what that something is?
everyone had to do more. It's simple. I have to do more, and the players have to do more. Even the uncomfortable things and difficult things, they have to do more.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.